have over 100 letters on my desk right now of people in desperation asking for housing, because coming home to Alameda County, there's already just a housing crisis in general. But for someone that's coming home, the selections are much more scarce. The Homecoming Project is what some would say is absolutely ludicrous, but it's brilliant.
It was very stressful. A lot of my friends that were on the outside was trying to, run around and find different places for me too, while I did my work on the inside. My big thing was housing and not knowing where I was gonna go or would I be comfortable.
People have homes that have extra rooms in the community, but they're not being used for one reason or another. And we thought, what would it look like if these individuals would bring in somebody that's coming home from prison and we would pay for them to be housed in that home?
And don't get me wrong, I was excited about the prospect of coming home, but there was this agitation and fear, well, you come in as a kid and now you're going out there as a man and you came in with little responsibility and now you're getting out there and you gotta be independent.
My whole thing was fearing not being comfortable somewhere or the fear of where I was gonna go. And being trans, getting out of prison and having some place to be for 6 months while doing the other things that I needed to do, that's huge. And for me, it's part of the reason why I've been as successful as I am this past year, is having that stable housing.
The Homecoming Project started as a housing project with a simple idea that people getting out of prison, we knew that had been for a long time, lacked the resources and relationships they needed to be able to have a fair start after their incarceration. And so we said, what could we do that's different than building a new building or having to take up a bed in a shelter or a transitional housing system? And so we looked to Airbnb and the sharing economy for that answer, and that's what sort of piloted this idea.
Adjustment is big and huge for someone that has been incarcerated 10 plus years. So much has changed in our society in 10 years that you can imagine what curves there are just with technology and the internet and how to even book a doctor's appointment. These aren't things that you learn in a transitional housing program, whereas in the Homecoming Project, you're working closely with a community navigator who knows firsthand through lived experience what it's like to transition and who to get connected to in what time frame so that you're staying on this smooth process of reintegrating.
For the ones that are coming out, I hope that they understand that they have been forgiven. They have another opportunity, and having another opportunity, that's a great start.
Man, I believe in helping. And I want to be right here to help them through that problem or whatever they're going through. I want to be right here for them. To let them know, oh, you don't have to worry about that. We can handle that. That's nothing, you know what I mean?
We're not just giving people a room, we're creating relationships. Relationships between the homeowner and the people in the home and the participants. And time again, it is what we hear from everybody involved in these relationships, that it is that relationship just so powerful.
Since my release, I've been working at a homeless shelter, and that further opened my eyes to the need for housing. Failure was not an option for me. It wasn't. My body may have been incarcerated, but my mind never was.